Hi, this is JJ McRoberts. I'm going to teach you I'm going to teach you the necessary gear and equipment I like to use when I'm coon trapping. This will be for water trapping and land trapping. I don't use carnivores, but maybe later in the year I'll have another video on carnivore and coon and various other animals. So, I'm going to start out with one of my favorite traps. This is a number 11 long string. I like using these. I just set these like so. This is a homemade one. I just take a number 1 long string, and I pop the jaws off and stuff, and I buy another spring. I just put that on there. Number 11, really cheap, easy to make. I love these traps. They're easy to set. The next trap I'm going to show you is one of these. Is a 1.5 coil spring. They're one of my favorite traps for water trapping, coon, and same with the number 11. They're easy to set. They're fast shutting, and I haven't had any problem with them. And third, my favorite trap is I like using Duke 1 3/4 for land trapping coon, because I catch coyote, fox, and other animals in these, which 1.5 won't hold a coyote if you accidentally catch a coyote. Something else I'm going to show you is the Berkshire stakes. I love using these when I'm water trapping. I just buy these little ends right here for $4.50 a dozen, and I just make a 24-inch cable, a couple ferrules. They don't cost anything to make these. And something else I use, this is what I use when I'm land trapping. I cross-stake my land coon sets in case I catch a coyote, because if I just single set one, coyote's gonna pull that right out. And what I do, I cut these to about 24 inches, and I get a big old fender washer and weld on top of it. And something else I forgot to mention about them Berkshires, you can either buy a driver, well, I just made mine. I just took a piece of metal pie, 20 inches, and put a little T handle on top, and you can push it down or you can hammer it in. It works great. Something else I always carry is a hatchet. I can cut limbs, I can chop grass up and stuff, and drive my stakes in. If I have a place to tie traps off, I always carry these. I can adjust things on my traps with these. They have little cutter pliers. I always carry a thin wire with me in case I find a new set I want to put out, and I can wire it off. This 16 gauge wire, I think, and I'll just take it, double it up like this, tie it off to a trap, and tie it off to something I'm trying to trap off to, and it will hold coon. I catch a lot of coon using this stuff, and I never had them break the wire. And something else I'm going to show you is a sifter. You need a sifter. This is just one I made. You just sift rocks and stuff out of the dirt if you're land trapping, and you need a shovel and stuff. And you always want to bed one of your land coon traps down, because if you catch coyotes, they'll feel the trap moving under the ground, and they'll dig it up, and they'll back away, and you won't catch them, which I'd rather have a coyote on my trap than nothing. Again, this is just some bait I use sometimes. I just use either some oil, sardines in oil, or water. They work pretty good. Usually I'll buy some bait and lure from a real company, but these work if you're on a budget. Something I always have when I'm water trapping coon is a pair of gauntlets. If they're elbow, which I usually just use elbow because I don't really trap in deep water that much, because we just have little creeks around here. And something else I always have, if I'm water trapping, I have either knee boots if I'm just in a creek, or I usually wear my big chest waders because I'm usually checking my muskrat trap, beaver, and all that kind of traps too. So you can get down on your knees with these. You can't do that in knee boots or hip waders. So you need something to carry. All you need a bucket or an old bag or something like that. Carry all your stuff in. Or a good four-wheeler, that's what I use. A good four-wheeler, always carry your stuff on. And this is what you'll end up getting. Nice prime coon hide. That's the end of this segment of Fur Trapper. So I'll have another video posted in a month or so.